and welcome back to Vlogmas Day 3. We started late. We started on the 3rd, today's the 5th, so this is Day 3. And you know what? The sunlight has gone off, but we're still doing it. I turned the lights on, but it's nothing is as good as sunlight. This is your friend Maggie. Today, it's gonna be a mixture of different little things because Vlogmas means we're gonna tell you what's happening on that day. And now it's about 2:30, almost 2:30, and I've gone through a lot. First, I had to get up, make sure I plan on going to the US Embassy to hand in my passport renewal. And then I was like chasing, where did I find the information about the time? Because the time slot here in Panama City is between 8 a.m., 10 a.m. on Fridays only. This is the only time block where they're going to accept your application. So make sure you plan accordingly. I was having a cup of coffee earlier at the terminal while I was waiting for the mall to open so I can go to the ATM and listen, process. So anyway, let me go back. I found the information and then I showered, got on the bus from here where I am to Albrook Terminal. And at the terminal, I realized I needed to get a manila folder, the yellow, not folder, an envelope to put all my information because I was thinking I'm going to hand the envelope. No, no, no. Then I realized after I read everything online again, because you can go to the website and read everything because, you don't want to miss out anything. I needed 3 copies of the air bill for DHL to return the passport to me. I only had 2 copies. So I said, oh, there's a place at the terminal where you can make copies and stuff like that. Thank God for that. So I made a beeline for it when I got to Albrook. And I said, una copia, no, dos copias, so they made 2 copies for me. And then I got the envelope and I think it cost me $1 or something. So it was really cheap. So I did that. Then the picture that I had done yesterday at Arocha in Costa del Este was supposed to be stapled in this little spot. And I looked high and low, couldn't find a stapler. I probably got rid of him. So when I got there was a stapler sitting there on the counter for anybody to just be like, oh, bingo. So I stapled the picture. And if you want to hear the process of everything I did, the process at the embassy, watch the live that I did this morning. It was probably around between 9:45 and 10. So go and watch that. And if you have questions and I need to do it again, I will. But remember, this is Vlogmas. So this is a vlog to tell you what I'm doing on a daily basis. So that was first item. So I ended up having the little rosquitas, so like little tea biscuits or whatever, even though I'm boycotting carbs, but those I figured are kind of harmless. At least I told myself that because I'm looking in the camera here and my face looks a little thinner. And that's when I know if my face is round and puffy, that means I've had too much carb. And so now I'm back in the gym and I'm in the gym for about a couple of hours. This like I need to fast track this. Let me tell you, this is so discouraging that you have a body that has a mind of its own, that every time you cheat a little bit, it sits. My belly gets big, I get bloated, and it's like, oh my God, so I have to backtrack. That means no more grits, quinoa, can't have that every day, maybe once a week. Definitely no bread, no croissants. I had me down to once a month. So I think, and sometimes when I cheat, I'll have the little round raisin rolls. They're so good with coffee. Can't have those. And then another thing I had been indulging in on my nut mix. Sometimes I'll have 2 bags and they're so good. And I tell myself, they're good nuts, good fat, but they're still fat. do that again. When I go back, I look at my picture 2 years ago when I first came, or 2 or 3 years ago. My face was so thin, and I have a picture where I'm holding the veggie balls, and I'm like, oh, I was at my best weight then, so I need to get back there. So the goal is to get in the gym. And then if I don't go to the gym, I do have to take a long walk because when I got to that weight where I was really slim, I was going to Parque Omar because I live off of Via España, and I would walk to Parque Omar 20 minutes, do 2 turns of the park, which is like 4, almost 5 miles, and I would walk back home. So I was burning calories, and that's what I need to do. I am not close to Parque Omar. I am close to the Cinta Costera. So what I do, and I have to time it. When it's real cloudy, I can go all the way to the causeway, and I think I get close to that kind of mileage, right? I don't have a Fitbit. But, and then if I go to the gym, I do the elliptical, I try to do for 30 minutes. And then the plan is to do, I don't know if I can do a whole hour on the treadmill, but yesterday I did about 40 minutes, which was good. The first time I did a whole hour, and then I did the machine, right? Because I do need that for these arms. Now, I am not enamored with looking, the bodybuilders, that does not attract me, and I do not want to look like that. I see people standing there, and I'm like, that's not attractive to me. Me, you may like all that muscle in a woman, I don't. So that's the goal. We're gonna keep doing that, and then hold me accountable until the end of December. Because I did the 60-day, or is it 90-day challenge. And then I'm doing the, 3 times a week, which I will continue to do, even though the last couple of sessions, nobody showed up, but I just showed up for myself. So that's the plan, to do that until December 31st. And then I had a consultation call, and for some reason, the time gets still getting confused because I thought now that daylight saving time or something is off, that we used to be 1 hour ahead of Eastern Standard, and when they went fall back, oh, then they're like 2 hours behind. I don't know. I'm just so confused. And my people are confused too. Because I told this lady, I said, if you're on the central time zone, we're the same time zone and we still got the time mixed up. So I have work to do on that. And I'll say, let's see what time we're supposed to meet. Oh my God, this sister. All right. So we did the call. I still need to do the follow-up email, giving her step-by-step instruction of what she needs to do because she wants to move to Panama, but she's never been. And I'm like, oh boy, okay. But anyway, so that's that. So in the meantime, I ate the little rosquitas. I was going to tell you, those little round rosquitas, I don't have any left to show you, but I showed them in that live video. They're like a small version of the rosca. Rosca, R-O-S-C-A, is the round bread that we eat here in Panama around the holidays. They keep baking them throughout the year, but boy, sometime around this time of the year, I mean, it's like lots and lots of them. And one of them, they're some with almonds and some without almonds. Of course, almonds. And then the way I like to use them is just I dip them in my coffee. Yeah, I'm a dipper. And the problem with me is that I can eat a lot of that bread. And then there we go. I would be again, I'm doomed. Oh my goodness. Okay. Then my sister, one of the sisters, had been having a nosebleed. So I told her to put the ice and everything. And I'm like, you have got to get it checked out because, ladies and gentlemen, God has made your body for you to listen to it. It will give you some warnings. The problem with us is that we avoid the warning. We're like, oh, it could be this, it could be that. You don't know that. You don't get nosebleed for no reason. And if you start having nosebleeds, something is going on. But anyways, yesterday I got her text. She's like, oh, it stopped. I'm out and about doing something. And then this morning I get a message, I'm going to the ER. And I'm like, oh no, now. So she's taking care of it. So I don't want to get her business out there, but it's like life happens. Now I have things to do because I bought this program to reformat my ebooks so they look more professional. Because, I had a lot of sales in the beginning and then they're dying off. So these are all the things I need to tie up next year if I can afford to hire a social media manager type of person, because sister doesn't have any extra money like that to pay someone to do it. In fact, my videos, I used to have somebody to do the editing, and then I had to pull back when my house didn't sell. And it's like, you know what? And that's what you do. That's what you have to do with your budget. You have got to watch and don't keep going down in the deeper, and then next thing you know, you have issues. But anyway. So that's that. And I was sitting here and I wanted to show you my pretty poinsettias. I was able to get, let me see. I'm gonna take a screenshot and make a picture out of it from the video. I was so happy when I saw that. And then when I was at our book earlier, there was an impromptu plant display, and I'm forever finding little things, and I'll just take my phone and record it and post it, right? Because this is what life in Panama is. This sister sent me, she was in her building, and then all of a sudden she said she looked down there and they had like a crowd and fireworks in the middle of the day, This is Panama, very spontaneous joy, joy. All right, 13 minutes. We don't want to go any longer, but I would be remiss if I don't remind you the reason for the Vlogmas. This is the first year I'm doing them, and I have a double reason for doing it. Yes, Vlogmas is just to interact with you more. Not that you need more interacting, not that you need to see Maggie one more time running her mouth, right? But I am hoping to get to 20,000 subscribers by December 31st. Today is the 5th, so we have 26 days left. And I think I said that earlier, or maybe not. We don't need 180 subscribers. We need 1,100. So I may not get there, but I'm a woman of faith. I'm chasing a viral video. And when I had that one viral video, I got over 2,500 subscribers. So I know it can be done, but it's up to him. He can get finicky sometimes, right? It's like, why can't you do this little thing? I know you can, but I also believe in active faith. So I'm doing my part. When I first started SWRA, I said, I'm going to commit to doing, was it 30 days? One video a day for 30 days, and I did it. And I think I'm okay in that realm. If I say I'm going to do something, I do it. So we're going to do Vlogmas until December 31st. And then once, like I said, I'm going to be on my knees praising God for bringing me through another year. And that's what I do on December 31st. You will not find me at a party holding glasses of champagne and counting. I count down, but the countdown would find me on my knees. That's how I celebrate. And that's the way I've done it. When I was younger, we were always in church. And even though mankind has done so much to test my faith, I refuse to become hopeless. And somebody who is, what do they call these people? Agnostic, who don't believe in anything. I am not that kind of person. I need anchor. I need to believe in something, and I choose to believe in a higher power. So it's up to you, sis, how you live this holiday. Well, time's up. And tomorrow we will regroup and I'll let you know what's happening. Don't forget, tomorrow at 4, I will be cooking something to replace Sunday, because Sunday I would be on that bus. privately chauffeured bus to the beach with the sisters. We're gonna be celebrating Mother's Day. We're gonna have lots of shots for you and videos and clips so you could see what we retired old ladies spend our times doing in Panama. All right? I will see you tomorrow. God loves you. I love you. Au revoir. À la prochaine. Bye. This is Vlogmas Day 3. Oh yeah? So where's the mall over here?
This is it right here. This brown building.
Oh, okay.
The hospital.
That's town center.
Down center. It's on both sides.